I'm Claire Monroe, and today I'm going to be reviewing a 3D butterfly puzzle. I just came in a little plastic bag, folded up, that's why there's like this crease. All the gems, which there are quite a bit of gems for this, which you wouldn't really think. There's 20 colors, so here's all of them. They're all labeled. And you have the table and what letter goes with what color. You have a little pin, which I have the other one, but then it has the little extra gem holder. This is just a little piece of wax. It was one of the cheaper ones. It is around $8 for one of these. I got all the little gems, which was perfect. Let's get into this. I'm so excited. I had to figure out how to use these little pins. I got the color I wanted to work on and I started working on it and nothing was picking up, and I learned that you actually have to fill the tip with wax. So far the wax in this has actually been working really good. I've noticed that the wax in here, I kind of do need to switch that out every once in a while because it just doesn't pick it up. So, go like that. So I'm doing L's right now, and I'll go L every time I need to find an L, and then by the end of it I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'm looking for L's. Oh, that's a J. L's and J's right now are kind of blending together. I tend to sometimes wonder if I accidentally put a dot on a J or an L. Honestly, isn't too bad. I tend to even forget that I'm even doing this. Really love little crafts that do this. I've been actually crocheting recently. I plan on talking more about my crafts and actually focusing on my crafts because they bring just so much joy, and I want to be able to bring that joy to you guys as well. Alright, so I got to the point with these that can't pick up really any of these. Well, I guess I picked up that one. There you go. Pretty much just means that the wax is kind of dead is the best way to put it. We found these out on a lake. So I just take this, I kind of just scoop out what I have, toss it, take the wax, boop it down. I kind of twist it just to kind of get it flat. That should be all good for a new one. And now it's sticky again. That's kind of what I do. All right, let's get going. My thoughts was just doing that one section is this is very sticky, which is really nice because they stick and they hold. I can move it around and stuff and they aren't just gonna fall off. There's not an absurd smell to it. The adhesive doesn't just absolutely reek, which I've heard on some reviews that it can be very strong, and I haven't really noticed anything. it's a fun little puzzle to do. If you don't like the actual puzzles and you just like the individual like dots and stuff, like I used to play on my phone where you go and you do individual colors and you just touch the spots that need to add. That's pretty much this, but in real life. Alright, last one. And completed. It's done. I finished it. Let's kind of dive into what I think about this. It was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy doing this puzzle, and it was just kind of a nice little time to be by myself while I did it. Pros and cons. So the pros of this is it comes with the little pin wax that was provided fully get through, so you get a lot of extra. Another thing is I didn't have to worry, like if I accidentally spilled these, I have more than enough to actually finish the puzzle. It also came with the little trays. Like I said, I didn't personally use them just because I found having this was so much easier than the little ones, but if you don't have anything to work on, they provide it, which that is very nice. I haven't actually been able to smell any of the adhesive. The adhesive is nice and strong. It's holding everything. There's a couple times where I literally would have to slide them over or like take them off to make sure I put it on the right letter. And it's still stuck after I had to move it around or replace one of them. Those are pretty much all the pros for me. The cons that I have, so one of them is that there are different sizes sometimes, really tiny ones that you can't use, some that had extra gems in it that weren't the right color, so I had to kind of hand pick those out. One of the bigger cons I have with this is the finished product ended up having some of these greens and a little bit different color of blues. I personally don't find this as an issue because I do like greens. I just know that for others, if you don't really like green and you got this, you probably wouldn't be too happy with it. So there is a table on the side that you follow to know which bags to use and which gems to use. Some of them were pretty spot on with the colors. It was J's, I's, and L's, and I also think F's were pretty much straight on. But then you'd get to like the S and the R and the C. Some of those were just completely a different color. I actually had to do a double take and make sure that I was using what they recommended, and it was. So in conclusion, if you want to get your foot in the door with trying a 3D puzzle that has the gemstones and everything, I would recommend. I got it off of Amazon. I wanted to try this, so I did. And I wanted to bring you guys along with it. So with that, have a good day, and I hope you had a little bit of fun watching this video. See you guys.